So getting things done with AI is now easier than ever, but you need to have a system that allows you to be organized in order to produce more. So this system is something you have to create yourself. And I'll be sharing you my system that I've been building for the last 4 years. It is inspired by actually a book called Getting Things Done by David Allen. This guy has started a whole revolution in productivity. He has started a cult basically of people that follow his systems. And if I can summarize what this productivity movement is about, it's about having an inbox and everything landing in that inbox and prioritizing it. And then they share different resources and templates and cheat sheets in order to make the system more productive. But I've built my own version on top of this, which me as being a digital first, I used tools that are different what to David Allen is used to. This came out in 2001 and there's been different revisions out of it. And the book is really good read. It's still valid today. But since the digital atmosphere has changed and now we can use AI more and more to do most of our stuff, then we need to improve upon the system. We will be talking about the favorite tool you want to use, and I'll be sharing my template with you guys that I've been developing the past 4 years. Google Drive, Notion, OneDrive, what is best for you is the thing you're most comfortable with. It is the thing that feels most natural for you to log in and use that system, because in order for this system to work productivity wise, it needs to be so low friction that you actually use it. So it cannot be very complex. It needs to be super simple, stupid, works, right? And then there's a lot of things that are about respecting your time, saying no, having goals. Those things, I could talk about them, but it starts within you and it starts with you seeing progress. That is you going further down your goals and you making mistakes. That's how you learn, right? I can talk about those things briefly, but imagine a dart. You're in a bar and you're playing darts. If you can see the circles inside of the darts, then you're more likely to hit them. And this is the same with this system. If you're seeing your goals every single day, every single week, then you're more likely to hit them than writing them once a year and then forgetting about them and then looking at a New Year's resolution and thinking, oh yeah, I didn't do that. So this system, it's about accountability, and then respecting your own time is the first most important thing. Most people waste so much time within a week, a day, that for them it just doesn't feel natural. The system, for me, it came out of a need, and I needed to do this to basically work as a consultant in Norway, and then in addition to this, having my own company with 22 employees in Dubai. And then the last thing was I was also hiring myself externally to global exchanges. I was a double consultant basically, and then running my own business. And you can imagine how much noise that is in a day to day. So every single day I was speaking to about 50 or 60 people, and this just makes you create so many tasks for ourselves. And then you need to learn expectation management in order for this to work, and delegation. And this system allowed me to do. So let me show you the system to start with. And then we'll be talking about the AI bit towards the end, how you can use AI in order to help you get those tasks as soon as possible. If this is interesting, I'll be creating more. We're creating a whole series about this system of productivity, basically. I'll be showing you calendar, the document, the main document, and then Google Drive. Let's talk about the organizational structure of things. In order to stay organized, what I do is I just split out the year into 12 months. And then whenever I'm creating new documents, I'm going to put them inside of the month I am in. So if I am in April of 2025, all of the documents I'm going to create are going to be in that folder. And this is already more organizationally speaking organized than when you just put it on your laptop, spread it somewhere else. And then you could always look back at it in the future and say, oh yeah, so I did that in, for example, March or April. Or you can use search in order to find things. Whenever you create a new document, basically, this is rule number one. You're going to put it into your inbox, and your inbox is going to be whatever month you are in, right? So I'll be sharing this, by the way. I'll be sharing the whole template, so you can just download it inside of our newsletter. And our newsletter is something you can get from metalsocial.com. Just click on newsletter and then sign up. And then the next release, I'll be basically sending this out to everyone for free. So this is the organizational step. And then here you see I have my yearly plan. So this is my inbox, basically. Whenever I create anything, I always start at this document. I also have it as a hotkey in Raycast, so I just write plan, and then I'm inside of this document. If you're not using Raycast, I really highly recommend it. It's an amazing tool that is basically a spotlight on drugs, maybe. It's your shortcut to everything and so on. They say it good. What I like about it is that it has basically a lot of hotkeys you can use. So I have mapped out the most important, so I can write like Command C, and then I am inside of Google Chat, or Command F, and I'm inside of Figma, and so on. So it's a really good tool. And then if I want to write plan, I'll just write plan, and then I'm inside of my document. So how does the plan look like? And I'm going to walk you through an actual use case on how to use this. So every single week within the month, if we're splitting it into 4 weeks, it's something that you can see in the document, and then you're seeing your Monday to Friday, basically, as a normal weekly calendar. But on the top, it says goals. So just as an example, my goal this week, week 14, which is between March 31st and April 6th, is to produce 2 YouTube videos and contact 50 clients. And then I'm going to get a bunch of tasks every single day. But your goals are a little bit larger. So maybe your goal is to finish a certain feature set, or do something, for example, land your first 10 clients. And then you need to break that down into more manageable bits. Like, for example, I'm going to send 100 messages every single day, and then you can check that off. So what I like to do, I just like to add tasks. The reason I do tasks is produce a YouTube video about productivity. And the reason I do task is because task is a really nice way of showing up in your Google Calendar. So when I added this here now, if I go into my Google Calendar here, I have it as a task here, and I can see my past tasks. So whenever I am on my calendar, if something is overdue, I want to be there. Right. And this is my recommendations. In order to split your task, you should have one main and one personal. And then the personal just books off time in your main one. You don't mix those. You have your personal calendar and you do all of your personal stuff, and it's private. You don't share it with anyone. And then you have your main calendar, and it's something you can share with your team working with you. And that's really important. Okay, so that was the bit with organization, goals, and I can go deeper into this if this is something interesting for you guys in order to produce more. But let's talk about the AI bit. Now, if you have tasks, if you're creating documents, with this system, you're just basically creating new documents all the time. You can basically have, so let's say I'm going to work on a task, which is feature research for X integration. So I'm working on a new integration for X. What I will do here, I will just go into my documents, go to April, and then I'm just going to write research, right? I'm going to create a new Google Doc, and then kind of call it research Google or X integration. And now you want to delegate your tasks for AI. I did a small typo here. And then my favorite AI to do deep search and to think and to basically, we are the media, right? That's what Elon Musk says, and all of the Arabs backing him and fundraising him. I believe in this. News happen on X, news happen on Twitter. And SuperGrok or Grok, it's connected to that, it has all that data. So it can give you, this is why it is the best AI for research. And it's better than Google, it's better than OpenAI. It's because the data they have is coming straight from Twitter, and this is where the news happen. You can get a lot of good stuff just by using the deep research. And the deep search is not just giving you like 20 resources. I've seen it doing 200 or 300 sources, and then just summarizing that for you. The way when you're organizing yourself, and now I have this task in my yearly plan, which is feature research on X. What I will do is I'll just copy the link and then put it on here. And then I'm working inside of this document here now. Right? I'm working inside of Research X. So I don't clutter my work environment. I'm just like building on top of it. And then I will use Grok in order to assist me with the research in order to do this task. And like, you don't need to be a genius in order to prompt this. You need to have better hygiene in order to create tasks for yourselves, and then use the AI to assist you in completing those tasks. And if you do this, if you're organized, your productivity will increase by an amount of 10 or 100. You can produce so much more within a week. And let me know if this was helpful. I would love to hear your thoughts about the system, and if there's any improvements I could do to it. I was Ali, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.